Friday morning.
The first run for today done.
I'm probably going to leave the swimming for today, just because I'm not really feeling it, and I think that's fine for recovery, and just, you know, making sure I don't fall into too much of a calorie deficit, because then that's probably going to have negative impacts on my recovery. But I think it's good to still get in the steam room and the sauna if possible, so gonna be going there. I have my bike as well. I've been meaning to take this bike in for a bit of a maintenance check, because I think, I don't know, like the gears were a bit shifty during the relay towards the end at least, so I just want to make sure it's all okay on that front. So the typical swim, steam, sauna session is I swim for about 20-25 minutes, getting around 1 kilometer, and then after that I'll do 5 to 6 minutes in the steam room, 5 to 6 minutes in the sauna, and then I'll do about 40 seconds in the cold shower. But that won't be 40 seconds in one interval. It'll be like 10 seconds in, 10 seconds out, 10 seconds in, 10 seconds out, and then I rotate back into the steam room, sauna, etc, etc. I do that for about half an hour. But today I didn't swim. Just went straight to the steam room, sauna, cold shower cycle. It's weird, like even though it's not like an actual workout, it still feels like my body was put through something. Yeah, it's very interesting that just like the environmental change can put some sort of load on your body. But in any case, it felt good. Like, it's good that I feel like it feels like my body has been put through something uncomfortable this morning, which is kind of what it's all about, which is why I like to do it first thing in the morning anyway. It's kind of like sets the tone for the day and all that good stuff. It is nearing the end of the work day on, what day is it? It's Tuesday. It's nearing the end of the work day on Tuesday. Today was intentional just because it was raining a lot outside, so it wasn't a scheduling thing. I just chose not to run at the morning or the lunchtime. It's just weather conditions. You know, I don't mind running. Like, if it's going to be raining all day, then I'm okay with it. I'll deal with it. But, you know, if I know it's going to clear up, then I'll opt for doing it later in the day. So this week is taking it a lot more chill. I say chill, I mean, like, in terms of structure. There's nothing pressing that will stop me from doing my runs or, you know, make me need to do recovery more and that sort of stuff. The routine is pretty set in this week, and that's what I mean by chill. So today I'm going to do a 10k easy pace in the evening. Nothing special at all. Just going to go out, get it done. Yeah, and it should be a good... Oh, I've disappeared. The lighting is gone. Yeah, I'm just going to go out there. I'm just going to get it done, and hopefully it should be fine. But yeah, looking forward to it. Especially because the rain has cleared up. I did have to go get my bike from the bike repair shop because I need to take it in for maintenance after the ultra relay. It turns out, you know, we didn't treat it very well, especially because we were like shifting it around like trails and, you know, carrying it and that sort of stuff. Like, it was quite tumultuous process, so I'm kind of glad that we got it fixed. It's actually like, not bike maintenance is like reasonably cheap. It was £25, so just for the labor cost. Like, nothing was damaged, like things just needed sprucing up a bit. And the bike, one of the bike stores close to me is like some of the proceeds go to charity. So I figured, you know, like, it might as well. Poof. There we go, that's good. Okay, wait, let me do that properly. And that's the run that I just did. Yeah, I think I said I was going to do 10k slow, but then I kind of figured I want to do more speed work just for the next, I think it's 8 weeks to go. So 8 weeks to go, I'm going to do way more speed work. Is it 8 weeks? It is 8 weeks, yes, way more speed work. So, 2 weeks taper, so 6 weeks to go. Way more speed work over the next 6 weeks. I think the foundation is good. I think the foundation is strong. I've been primarily focused on base runs. Haven't done too much speed work, so I think the aerobic capacity is there to push myself to go faster now and to build out that strength. And my body's also acclimatized to the high mileage. I didn't want to do speed work too early while trying to build up mileage, because I just thought, you know, it might be slightly more prone to injury and stuff. But, you know, my legs have been on good form, so you know, I'm happy to start putting in a bit more speed work. And yeah, if this 5 miles that I just did is any sort of indication, it felt good. It wasn't too bad at all. So yeah, it's going well. It's going well. I did previously say in the last video that I'm gonna get that iced coffee that I got, because it's probably one of the last ones before summer ends, and it is absolutely spitting down today. And it's much cooler as well. I've had to break out a jacket for like the first time in months. That just means the runs are gonna be a bit more wet now. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that. I guess it is, you know, psychological conditioning, so maybe there is some benefit there. But currently I'm on the way to the gym. I'm gonna do a little bit of weight training, half an hour, 40 minutes, and then you know, run on the treadmill. It'll be time dependent because I'm slightly late this morning. Typically I would have done this yesterday, but yesterday I wanted to do speed work instead, and today I was going into the office, so I figured, you know, the gym is on the way, so it's maybe better just to switch it up. I was unable to get my run in. I spent too much time doing weight training and it was getting too late, and yeah, I need to be at work, so I did not run today. And I was just saying that, you know, like, nothing should get in the way of the schedule this week, so I was wrong. So I'm proposing to myself, I say proposing, God knows if I'll actually do it, but I do 2 runs tomorrow for like the first time ever. I've never done multiple runs in a day, so I'm thinking more 10 kilometers easy in the morning, and then another 7-8 kilometers in the evening, with a bit more pace involved. And then on Friday I have the rest day / yoga, so give me enough recovery time for the weekend. At least that's what I'm proposing. We'll see how it goes. But you know, I do suppose discipline is actually the hardest thing. Like, just getting up and just doing the thing every single day at a certain time. Honestly, I think like I think it shows. I think, you know, making these exceptions, making this and that work and flow with a more dynamic schedule, don't get me wrong, it's still good and you'll still get very good results. But the discipline to just wake up and do the same thing or similar things, you know, every single day at similar times, and you know, if that's all you're doing and all you're working on, I completely understand why people achieve great things. Completely understand. Because, you know, I'm making all these exceptions for myself, but I think in my head, if I wasn't, maybe I'd be further along towards my goal. Maybe I wouldn't. I think I would though. Just a hunch. But yeah, I guess it's an interesting revelation that I'm finding out more as I record these sessions and just sort of understand a bit more about how I'm training, and I guess the dynamics involved with balancing life and other areas like your social life, things like diet, things like work, that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's all quite interesting to have this like narrative for myself as I do it. That's the first run for today done. Easy 10 kilometers. I went through 3 different sort of weather types in the course of that hour. It was a bit cloudy, and then there was a storm, and then the sun came out. So that was fun. But generally that was pretty easy, to be honest. My heart rate was quite low the entire time. Around 152, 153. So I think that's good. I think my aerobic ability is getting better. But yeah, hopefully I'm good to go for the second run this evening. So the goal for the second run of today is to practice some speed. So the plan is 1 kilometer slow. The plan is 1 kilometer slow, 1 kilometer at about race pace, and then 1 kilometer fast, which would be like closer to like the VO2 max type training. And I'm going to repeat that 3 times, so it'll be 9 kilometers in total. So yeah, it'll be like 6.5, 5.5, and then 4.5 minutes per kilometer. Yeah, let's hope it goes well. I have eaten my oats, I have refueled a decent amount and rehydrated, so hopefully it should go well. the run is done. I ended up skipping the last segment of running at race pace, marathon pace, for the last interval, just because time constraints, and I was getting tired because it was getting late, and I realized, I've already probably ran 18k today, and a lot of that was easy, but when you're starting to push like pace training and that sort of stuff in the evening, later on in the day, it does get a bit tiring. But I managed to do 3, segments, or intervals rather, in total. So, slow pace, medium pace, fast pace. And then on the last one, I skipped the marathon pace and went straight to the VO2 max type pace. I'm saying the word pace way too much. But hopefully you kind of understand what I'm saying. It's Friday morning, and I'm gonna go to a yoga class. It's still a bit early though, it's 7:46. So this is the first time I've done the double run. Yesterday, so one run in the evening, one run in the morning. And I definitely am a bit sore. Maybe that's because the evening one was dedicated to more speed. And because of that, it's just the morning after, so it feels a bit stiffer on my side. Like, all in all, it wasn't too bad whilst I was doing it. And I don't feel too bad right now, but it's definitely different to just doing the single run. And I'm only saying this because maybe, just maybe, I can make this more of a thing to get my mileage up. I don't know if I will, for sure, but maybe I can put in a couple more I've lost all my speech. Maybe I can put in a couple more of these in this training arc, just to push myself a little bit more on some days. But we'll see how it goes. Today it was much easier. Actually, much easier is a bit of an exaggeration, but it definitely felt a bit more. The movements felt more fluid, so I may be getting better. Which is a good thing, because it means my body is less tense than it used to be, and I'll take that as progress. But overall, a good session to start the day. I feel pretty good. So I think a couple weeks ago I was like, it was a very painful experience, but this time I think it was a bit less of a painful experience, slightly more enjoyable. I could feel the deeper stretches and that sort of stuff. So overall, it's going well. I think the plan to implement Yoda? Why am I thinking about Star Wars? The plan to implement yoga once a week is paying off. So I'm glad. It is Saturday morning. I was up until about 3 a.m. At this karaoke place, so I don't feel great today, if I'm being honest. But I have to run 5 miles. Thereabouts. I'm just on the way to get some coffee right now. But I do need to be somewhere around lunchtime. And then there's another evening out. But then tomorrow I need to run about 27 kilometers. So I need to remember to pick up a couple of energy gels. But on a side note, I did meet someone yesterday who's apparently like this ultra trail run athlete. He's a friend of a friend, and he's invited me to some kebab run where you run 10 miles and you get a free kebab. So I might do like 10-11k beforehand. I may do the 10-11k beforehand and then go meet up this guy and a couple of his friends for this kebab run. I've been told he's really chill, and 1 or 2 of his friends would be taking it pretty chill as well. But yeah, he's done ultra marathons up mountains, 160 kilometer, 170 kilometer, 1,000 meter elevation gain type things. So yeah, all different level. But he was out there getting smashed, and I'm like, damn. Maybe it's maybe all this severity is for nothing. I mean, it definitely has other factors that play for health and stuff. But in terms of athletic performance, maybe you don't need it. yeah, I don't know. But it was inspirational. I'll always say that.
Oh, you can like walk barefoot.
So I didn't actually run on Saturday. I made a fatal error, and that was forgetting that I need to run on Saturday and staying up till 3 a.m. on Friday evening, and then having to be somewhere at 11:30, 12 on Saturday, and then having a birthday immediately after. So just not sticking to the schedule, really, not sticking to my goals. It's a bit unfortunate. I kind of did want to hit the 60 plus kilometers this week. So unless I add another like 10 kilometers to today's run, that's not going to happen. So today was supposed to be 27, 28 kilometers. Half of which is going to be with kebab people. I don't know who the kebab people are, but essentially you run, or you don't run, you go to one location of this chain of kebab restaurants and you get a stamp, and then you go to the other one and you get another stamp, and then you get a free kebab. But we're going to run between these restaurants. Essentially, that's the plan. But that only makes up 10 miles. I'm supposed to do around 20 miles today. So I think that's around 15, 16k. I'm aiming for like 27, 28. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to, as in I'll do half, I guess, with them, and then the other half, I'll just keep going on my own pace kind of thing. And then I might get the kebab if I'm still interested in the kebab. But that's the plan anyway. I need to get going soon. I'm just going to eat my oats, drink my coffee, and then head out. But yeah, it should be a good day, hopefully. Meet a couple new people. Hopefully they're not too quick.
Or down.
Oh yeah, that's the question. To the left.
Left? Are you guys feeling good?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's keep going. We have lost Paolo to the void.
R.I.P.
But he did run a half marathon before we started running, so I think it's okay if he wants to take his time a bit.
I think he's taking a bus.
You think he's taking a bus? You think that's how we complete the Ironman?
He's already running his rough lines.
Alright, cool. Run is done. Run is done.
Whoop, whoop.
Run is done. We kind of went a bit too fast, so now you have to wait a couple minutes for everyone else to catch up. But yeah, run is done. It looks like it's a good turnout today. So there's a lot of people here. Nice.
Got it!
Well done.
Well done.
Moto and Tibi.
We thought you passed him.
Yeah. How do
I feel bad. I have his drink in my on my back, so hopefully he's okay.
You got it right?
What?
Good job. We all made it. Solid 10 miles. Oh dude, mine is like all gone. They all have it. Solid 10 miles. Good stuff. Good stuff. Light work. We are here.
What are you guys getting?
We have fun this one.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, overall a good session, good day. And now I need to start running back. It's about I think it's about 15-16 kilometers back if I go directly. And by directly I mean like I just run along the Thames. There are shorter routes I can take, but I think going around the Thames will probably be the nicest, and it gives me enough distance where I don't need to compensate too much when I get closer back to the flat. So I can, just do like another 2-3 kilometers, and then I'll be at my 20k run or whatever. So hopefully this goes well and it takes me safely over my 60 kilometers that I wanted to do this week. But yeah, generally it's been a good day. It's been a good day. A bit long. I'm not that tired. I feel like this should be okay as long as I don't go too fast. So I'm feeling good. And hopefully I can get back before it gets too dark as well, because that wouldn't be fun. My water pouches are empty though, which is a bit of a shame, but hopefully I can walk past somewhere and fill them up. But yeah, in any case, it's gonna be a long run to end a long day. So yeah, hopefully it goes well. That is 19 kilometers back to the flat. 16 kilometers in the morning, 19 kilometers in the evening. That is a 35 kilometer day. Substantially more higher volume than I anticipated today would be, but I didn't get the run in yesterday, so this is what I need to do to make up for it. And obviously because I was invited to this kebab run, I figured let me make more of a thing out of it, because the kebab run was only 10 miles, so that wouldn't have got me my mileage anyway, so I figured might as well. And I figured this way of running is just a bit different, where you like run a substantial amount, then you take a break for a few hours and then you run again. I haven't done too many runs where I run multiple times in a day, but it wasn't too bad. Like I definitely feel it in my legs, I feel the fatigue, but then again it is like a 35 kilometer run, which is quite substantial. But generally, yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. Be more than happy to do this again at some point. No anytime soon, of course. But now I gotta get a bit of a drink because I'm very dehydrated and I ran out of water in both my pouches, and I need to do some stretches and then eat dinner. But yeah, all in all, a solid week.